Right, we're on to the next stage of the transit project. What I'm doing now is rebuilding the pump because I've got some new bits to put in. There's a new cam plate to go in, which is one of those. That's the old one that we're taking out. I've got a new timing piston to put in. That's that one. That should give us the correct rate of advance for the engine. There's a little spool that goes in the end of that fits in that hole there. I don't know if you can see it. That fits in there. When pressure gets up, that blows out and relieves it. The head's staying the same. We're going to put a new pressure relief valve in, which is that thing there. That should give us the correct internal pump pressure to make the advance and retard right. We've modified this pump because the PCD of the holes where it bolts onto the transit backplate is different than the Land Rover one. So what we've done is drilled some holes out and made some top hat bushes. These fit in. Oh, I can't get that one out. These fit in anyway, you can see. These fit in and make the PCD correct for the transit. Originally I just drilled some holes out, but there's a web that goes across there and it was right on the edge of the web. It was taking too much strength out of it, and there's actually quite a lot of pull on these things. They take a few horsepower to drive when they're running. So we thought it would be a better engineering solution to make some proper bushes up for it. It also means that you can, I had originally had nuts on the back there, which wasn't good. It's a bit of a fiddle to fit it. With these, you can use the original bolts, they'll go straight in, you don't have to do any fiddling around on the back with nuts. It's a much better solution. Tim sorted that out. Thanks, Tim. You're a star. Right. We'll get on with it. So, here's the new timing piston. You can see it's a different height than the old one. It'll give us, let me move those across so you can see them a bit better. It'll give us more range of advance, which is good. So we'll get that fitted. That goes in that hole there. Here's the spring. You can see the spool in there, maybe, depending on the light. But these two springs oppose the pump pressure, which is forcing the piston that way. So the weight of those springs determines the amount of advance coupled with the amount of internal pump pressure supplied by the pressure regulator. Now I've got that assembled, you can see the roller ring in there, and when the pressure builds up on this side, it rotates the ring and moves it backwards and forwards and advances and retards the timing. It's time to put the cam plates in now. Now the old cam plate is on the left, the new cam plate is on the right, and I don't know whether you can see, the new cam plate on the right has a much higher lift than the one on the left, so it's going to be putting more fuel in a shorter duration of time. And the problem with this one was the way these pumps work, they vary fueling by just varying the duration of injection. So if it's not got enough lift on it, you turn the fueling up and all it does is make the injection longer, whereas it should be punching more in a shorter time, which it won't do. But a higher lift plate does that. So there we are. You can see there's a dramatic difference in those. So that goes in next. Right, so now I've slipped the control levers in, leave those loose for a second, and then we put the plunger in. Right, well, I've had a bit of a fail on this one. The batteries ran out when I was putting the pump head back on, but you've not missed much there. It's just a standard procedure of refitting it. There's nothing modified in there, so that doesn't really matter. It's Christmas Eve, so I'll say it can be a bit of a pantomime putting it back on, because there's loads of springs that fall out when you're trying to do it. So apart from that, no bother. It's all built up, ready to go on. So I'll knock another video out and show it being fitted, and you'll see what else there is to the conversion. If you want to follow this, maybe you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, then you'll find that you'll get updates on if I put anything else on there. There's more on fordtransit.org. In Mk6 mechanical TDDI gives electronics the finger. Like I say, subscribe to the channel and I'll keep you updated on it. Thanks for watching. Happy Christmas and all that business. And if you're not a Christian, then may your God go with you.